To begin at the beginning, Cinderella lived with her wicked stepmother and her two selfish stepsisters, Anastasia and Drusilla. Her stepmother made her work very hard and sleep way up in the attic room. And Anastasia and Drusilla were always ordering her around.
Nonetheless, Cinderella was always cheerful and always had her dreams, because she used to say, "A dream is a wish your heart makes."
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
One day, a messenger from the king came to the chateau and delivered invitations to all the young ladies in the land to come to the party the very night. Well, we can imagine the excitement, and Cinderella's stepsisters began getting ready for the party immediately.
Cinderella was so excited too,
But her stepsister gave
so much extra work to do.
and it began to look as if she wouldn't be able to go to the party at all. She had no party dress to wear, nor had she time to fix one.
But you see, it's better to be kind to animals and birds, for when Cinderella's friends, the mice, saw what was happening, they went to work immediately to make a dress for Cinderella.
So that night, as a cruel stepmother and her daughters were leaving for a royal ball, there was Cinderella all dressed in a beautiful pink gown that the mice had made for her.
Now comes one of the sad parts of the story. When Cinderella's stepmother and Anastasia and Drusilla saw that Cinderella was going to the ball after all, they were envious of her beauty.
Suddenly, they saw their mice had trimmed her dress with Drusilla's old wigs and Anastasia's old sash. So they grabbed them, ripped them off,
And tore the dress!
and Cinderella began to cry.
The stepsisters and stepmother went off to the ball. But the poor Cinderella rushed out into the garden and cried and cried.
Suddenly, the most amazing thing happened. Where nothing had been before, there suddenly appeared a little old lady. It was Cinderella's fairy godmother, and she said,
Cinderella, I have a magic wand and magic words, and I promise you will go to the ball tonight. Salagabula, mechikabula, bibidi-babidi-boo.
You know, every time Cinderella's fairy godmother said those magic words,
Something astounding happened. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
An old pumpkin turned into a
Beautiful white couch. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
all of Cinderella's little mice friends turned into
Beautiful horses. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
Major, the old horse, became a coachman, and Bruno, the old dog, became a doorman, holding up the coach door for Cinderella.
The fairy godmother almost forgot that Cinderella's dress was almost torn to rags. But just at the last minute she remembered, and with a very special effort, Cinderella's dress was turned into a
Lovely white gown.
and on her feet were two glass slippers.
Cinderella's fairy godmother said,
Remember, Cinderella, you must be home by midnight. For then the magic spell will be broken, and everything will be returned to what it was.
Then they raced after the castle.
Pretty soon, they arrived at the palace and went in. There were all kinds of beautiful girls, but of them all, Cinderella was the fairest by far.
It wasn't very long before the prince saw Cinderella and asked her to dance, and I soon realized that she was the one girl he'd been waiting for. They danced and danced all happiness. Well, you know how time flies when you're having a good time.
And before Cinderella realized it, she suddenly heard the clock begin to strike midnight.
My goodness, it's midnight already!
Let's go get out here!
Cinderella!
Cinderella!
It's midnight!
Well, the minute Cinderella heard the clock strike, she rested the prince and ran to the hallway and down the stairs, losing one glass slipper on the way.
She jumped to her coach.
It's a 6, struck the clock.
The king's soldiers were chasing them.
They were riding like the wind.
Hey, the soldiers were coming closer.
Nice, Cinderella, can't you hurry? This goes along.
10! Oh my goodness, they'll never make it home. 11! Oh, look out! Here comes the stroke of midnight.
Well, just as the fairy godmother had said, everything was changed back. But Cinderella kept humming on the way home, and she was in love. So this is love. So this is love.
Now, back at the royal palace, the prince found the slippers Cinderella had dropped. And it departed the king, he immediately sent out a proclamation that the duke should try to slip on every girl in the kingdom. And when the duke found a girl that fitted, he had to bring her in, so she'd be married to the prince. The duke came to the chateau with a glass slipper. He tried it on each of his stepsisters, and of course, it didn't fit.
Then Cinderella came and ran down the stairs. The duke was just leaving, and Cinderella said,
Your Grace, may I try it on?
and the duke said,
Of course, every eligible young lady must try it on. He held out a glass slipper, and it fitted Cinderella's foot. At last, he had found the right girl. So off they went to the palace, and the wedding bells were soon ringing. Everybody was happy as could be.
and you know the rest of the story.
They lived